Hey folks, Daily Landsblog for the 5th of December 2019. And you know what's back, Case?
The
Or,
Sickter
the
scale.
Sickter scale is so back. Oh my God, it's caught fire again. The truth is, I didn't talk about it much for a long time because I forgot about it. And sometimes I just toss out the numbers. I say I'm a 4, I'm a 5, I'm a 6, whatever. And I don't really talk about the importance of having a way of quantifying how you feel. Now, obviously, I'm not the first person to come up with, on a scale of 0 to 10, we rate all kinds of things on a scale of 0 to 10. But the Sickter scale is, I think, a way for those of us who suffer from a mental illness, and in particular, to try to quantify something. So the Sickter scale is, in case you'll put a link in to this so we can see it, a 9 or a 10. So the higher, the better. A 9 or a 10. I am so lucky to feel this way. Now, I used to call it so blessed, and people said, that's a religious thing. And I actually never meant it being religious. I meant it being the idea that I'm so blessed, meaning I'm so lucky. So we changed it to, I'm so lucky because, whether you believe religion or not, that shouldn't affect how you're dealt with when it comes to SickNotWeak and mental illness. So if you're a 9-10, you got to take a step back and you got to say, oh my God, I'm so lucky to feel this way. And nobody who's a 9 or a 10 who's never felt like a 2 would ever be able to say that, because they would never know how lucky they are because they've never had it taken away. So that's a 9 or 10. A 7 or 8 is, man, I'm lucky. And when I say man, that's just, like a figure of speech, right? Man, I'm lucky. And you know what? You are. If you can walk around as a 7 or 8, especially if you've been a 2, then, and you don't respect the fact that you are lucky to be in that position, I think you're missing out. Because I can tell you, if it's taken away, you will understand just how badly you want it. Number 6, I'll take it. I'll take it is kind of, you know what? I don't feel great, but I don't feel bad. So you know what? I'll take it. This is okay. I can accept this. If you said to me, you got to live the rest of your life as a 6, I would probably say, yeah, you know what? I would take that, especially if I could go off medicine. So a 6 is, simply I'll take it. A 5 is, I'm actually not sure. It's like, I'm not sure. Am I okay, pretty good, or am I not doing okay? It's kind of like that spot exactly in the middle where, depending on your frame of reference, if you came from a 4, then a 5 is, you're pretty sure you're okay. But if you came from a 6 or a 7, a 5 is pretty ambiguous. Then there's 3 or 4, which means functioning but miserable. So if I could sum that up in another way, it would be, how are you? Ask me how I am.
How are you?
I'm like a 4. Like, I'm making it through my day. I'm doing my job. I'm able to put the mask on and fool anybody I want to fool. So it's not like I'm disabled by my illness, but I'm pretty miserable. But at this level, the 4 or 5, I can go on with my day and still feeling miserable. I can still cope. And a 2 would be the bottom, where you go, God, and I'm putting myself back in that position when I felt like that. It's like, this is terrible. It's overcome my life. Nothing else matters in my life. Nothing makes me feel good. And as I think of the next day, the next hour, the next minute, the next second, I know it's going to be terrible. This is the bottom. And a 1 is when you go, wait a second here. I thought the 2 was the bottom, but now I found out there is something worse. That is the Sickter scale, SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. I want to know how you're feeling, and I want to tell you that me today, right now, what do you think, Case?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Give me a number.
6.5.
6.5. Did you see
7?
decimals in here?
Sorry.
Yeah, 7. I hope you are too. I hope whatever you are, I hope it's better than yesterday, and I hope tomorrow will be better than today.